We have an update for you now on a CBS News exclusive. The wife of a U.S. Army sergeant in legal limbo after her release from an ICE detention center last week. We first told you about Deisy Rivera Ortega's detainment back in April. The El Salvador native was in ICE custody for a month, and she was arrested during an immigration appointment. In an exclusive interview, CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez spoke with the couple about their ordeal. Camilo is in El Paso, Texas, with the latest.
When you learned, Deisy, that ICE was going to release you, how did you feel?
Ay, me sentí muy feliz.
Very happy.
Ni me lo creía.
You couldn't believe it.
After weeks in detention, Deisy Rivera Ortega is grateful to be back home with her husband, Sergeant First Class Jose Serrano, a U.S. citizen whose career in the Army spans 27 years, with 3 deployments to Afghanistan.
We're going home today.
This was the moment Rivera Ortega was released, after ICE arrested her back in April at an immigration appointment in El Paso, Texas. The couple knows the situation is still far from over.
Jose, in this moment, what scares you the most?
My wife can be deported at any moment.
Rivera Ortega has been in the U.S. for more than a decade. In 2019, an immigration judge granted her legal protection from being sent back to her native El Salvador. DHS maintains she's in the U.S. illegally with a deportation order, saying in a statement she will receive, quote, full due process.
What was the most difficult part of being detained by ICE?
Lo más difícil para mí fue que no sabía qué iba a pasar.
Not knowing what could happen
No
next.
tenía como respuestas.
Not having answers, too.
Democratic Senator and combat veteran Tammy Duckworth told CBS News she personally called the head of DHS asking for Rivera Ortega to be released. And in an exclusive interview earlier in May, we asked Border Czar Tom Hillman about this case.
I will look into it.
Okay.
But officers have discretion in certain, who we prosecute, who we don't prosecute.
For the couple, there are still more questions than answers.
We follow the rules. We follow the rules, and in doing that, my wife got arrested. That is what my concern, that's what I feel that is not right with the process, no?
But does it make you question your commitment to the military, to this country?
No.
Not at all.
No at all.
Sergeant First Class Serrano told us that he planned to retire from the Army next year in May after, again, 27 years in the American military. But now he tells us he's seeking to postpone that plan and says he needs to work to be able to pay for his wife's legal bills, also to make preparations in case she's deported back to Mexico right across this wall. Errol?
All right. Fascinating reporting, Camilo. Thank you so much.